screen come up so we can see. Okay. Time to adjust this. As I do. You know, whenever I'm... Okay, it's a little too bright. Hold on. I feel like it's gonna be a problem later. God, this is hard to, like, keep it balanced and crap. That should be good. Okay. Let's continue, shall we? Sexual, please, just come see me right away. We should talk. Off to a great start. Alright. How's AF4B/3B doing? God, that's such a long, complicated name. How you doing, bestie? Thank you for coming to see me. I want to apologize for my behavior. What the fuck are you talking about? Your behavior yesterday? What did it do yesterday that's worth apologizing for? I was very curt with you. I know when you came to see me. It was rude of me. I shouldn't have acted that way. I'm very confused. What's the problem right now? What the fuck? It's okay, I guess. Okay. Not to mention interfacing with the holograms and getting your input to help with the escape ship, it's been very tiring. I suppose I have become somewhat overtaxed. I think I am becoming somewhat confused. I'll say. I'm not going to say Gecko, because I want to know where this is headed. It's no concern. You have a lot to worry about already. I've got things under control. There are 2 more areas you'll need to explore to get what we need. I know this week has been difficult, but please don't worry. Please head to the shuttle and plot a course for one of the remaining 2 areas. What the fuck is going on with the AI? Is it because of the drone? That shit still has me sad. So we're going to Leslie or Winnie? Wow. I think Leslie is now the person we've officially talked to the least recently, so I'm gonna go with her. Because we had that brief little meeting with Winnie, and then, of course, in the last part, we talked to Jean and, fuck, what's his name? Pierre. Oh god, I forgot how complicated her last name is. But I need to get this. Barad... Nope, never mind. I'm not even gonna try it. Leslie stated that a research dome was one of her favorite places. It was also one of the colony's most important facilities. The research here allowed major advances in food processing efficiencies. Hopefully you can find some research that might help us extend your food supply for the journey back to Earth. Food's important. What the fuck? It's working? You think it's working? Are you seeing this shit? Okay. Working. My ass is like blinking and shit. God. This outer dome was used for testing research facilities. It was originally a much more structured, lab-like environment, but over the years, Leslie transformed it into this garden. If I recall correctly, she and I debated the merits of having such an environment. She stated that having a garden wasn't just about science, it was about something more human. I regret that I did not fully understand at the time. Okay. How far are we allowed to look around? Is there anything of note in the garden? It's a table. It's a pretty table. Got some berries. Got a rock just chilling in the middle of the pavement, as one does. Is there anything worth noting around here? Anything I can click? Wow, anything I can examine? No? Okay. I'm reading... Oh my god, it's blinking. Jesus. I'm reading a high concentration of foreign air particles from the lab on the west side of that research dome. I think you should check... I'm reading a high concentration of foreign air particles from the lab on the west... that side of that research dome. I think you should check that out first. So, over here. Yeah. Is there anything around here? Check equipment. It's a portable analyzer of some kind. I'm not sure what it would be right now, so please keep looking around. Okay, it's an analyzer, whatever the fuck that means. Headed west. Okay. Plants. That tube was breached, and the plant inside has mutated somewhat. Toxins from the tube environment must have escaped into this room. That's so cute. Oh, I see what they mean by tubes. The tubes are filled with various plants and chemical test environments. It was faster to do multiple tests at once to improve production. That's fair. What is this? These notes contain specifics on Miss Haynes' works. What was her name? Ashley? Research. They indicate she was combining trace amounts of toxins into something. According to this, she was trying to run more experiments at once than Leslie. Oh yeah, that was the person who's Leslie was having disagreements with. Then Leslie approved too. In an attempt to save time, tests progressing faster than expected, she wrote. Ashley focused on bryophyte plants to isolate those first. You know? No, I don't fucking know what that is. No. Not at all. They are land plants without vascular systems. They don't produce seeds or flowers. Moss is a good example. The team must have been trying to isolate which plants were most susceptible to carrying the toxin to understand how it traveled. Ashley was focused on those types of plants, specifically mosses, but her research is incomplete. If we can get a couple of samples, perhaps we can finish it. Look around the dome. See if you can find some equipment that looks like a bulky laptop, a portable analyzer. I have an idea. We found one in the main room, but you told me to leave it alone. Oh, that's a body. Okay. Oh! Shit. Okay, I wasn't expecting to find her. Damn. Hi, Ashley. You look a mess. My scan indicates this is the course of Chief Genetics Researcher Ashley Haynes' work. The skeletal remains are consistent with the osteoporosis she suffered. It appears Miss Haynes' work used exo braces to regain some mobility as her legs were severely affected. The braces remain on the skeleton. Haynes' work was manually writing notes on her research here. They read, I finally confronted Leslie about her inability to lead with direction. Oh no. We had a pretty heated argument. I'll be honest, I didn't think the chief had it in her. She clung to the hopeless belief that the team would see things through. I thought she would never give up, but after a while she came right back and told me she thought I might be right. To think of it, after all this time. But she made me agree not to tell the rest of the team of her... whatever the fuck that means, to not disrupt her precious ecosystem. So I've got them using a portable analyzer to test our newly grown samples. The notes end here, but she's confirmed what I thought. Perhaps you should look for them. I found it in the main room, but you told me to leave it alone. Hypocrite. That terminal still has some local data that didn't get properly synced with the colony network. And it looks like Ashley and Jaeger continued their private conversation regarding Leslie's leadership capabilities. Oh, we had that a little bit with Arlo. So I had it out with Leslie. You did? What happened? We had quite a row. She was surprised, actually. But in the end, she agreed with me. I don't know if she wanted to, you know? That irritating sense of duty she has. Holy, I can't believe you did it. So that's it then. We're going to proceed with your research plan? Looks like we'll show her, Arlo. No, oh, okay. I'm gonna read that out loud. We'll get this done. Fast. Better than with her restrictive rules. I just hope we're making the right decision here. Things have been so crazy lately. I hope we can come back from this. So her and Arlo were like buddy-buddy kind of shitting on Leslie's abilities. Okay. There you go. That analyzer has data, already has data on it from Ashley's experiments, but we can use it. My God. Hello? Hi. That was good. My dropped the controller. But we can use it to figure out how the toxin works. More specifically, maybe I can protect your food supply for the journey home. Take the analyzer out to the garden. Hopefully we can find a way to hook it up and find some specimens. Outside? Right now? Okay. Killing me. So I wasn't crazy to be, like, looking around for shit earlier in the garden. I mean, because that's literally what it's having me do right now. Is there anything out here? Hello? Clicky-clacky fingers. Okay, the analyzer is connected and online. What we need to do is find samples from her field of research. So let's start by finding some samples of bryophytes, mosses for the most part. There must be samples in the garden. Find and scan 3 of them. That should give us enough data for the analyzer. Okay. You scan some of that, otherwise known as the common peat moss. Good work. This is a bryophyte we can use to test. Is there anything else around here? No. Okay. Sample is small, but there is some more. This ribbed bog moss will suit our bryophyte test. Nothing. No berries. Okay. Okay. You found a healthy patch of juniper moss. This is indeed a bryophyte we can use to test. Well, that makes 3 samples. Use the portable analyzer to process them. Okay. I love their walk cycle so much. Okay. Good, I've got the data from these bryophyte plants. Now I'll be able to run simulations and tests back here. I think we're onto something. Head to the North Lab inside the dome and see what was being worked on there. The North one, okay. I gotta say, AI isn't giving me much freedom with this adventure. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan. I like being able to explore and figure things out on my own. That terminal's local storage has been severely damaged, but it can still read external media such as data cards. Okay, so we have another fucking data card situation. Cool, cool, cool. Is there anything else? Oh, what is that? Tattered lab coat. This ruined coat contains trace elements of dust and debris from the surrounding wreckage. I can also see some DNA around one of the cuffs. The coat belonged to geneticist Dale Zurikowski. There are small food wrappers in the pockets, as well as a small, worn, folded-up photograph. The photo depicts the dome staff looking tired after what was probably a long day. In it are Leslie, Ashley, Florent. I remember him. Didn't he, like, die or some shit? Oh, yeah, he was the guy who we found, like, passed out with the children's book. Zurikowski, of course, and Matsuko Bradley. In the photo, Zurikowski appears to be looking at Miss Bradley, one of the other geneticists on the team. Why do you think he's doing this? He likes her? Well, now, do you really think so? So this photo might have captured what was intended to be a private moment of longing. Very interesting. I love this AI so much. Okay. These notes were by Zurikowski, one of the other geneticists. It appears he was working under Ashley's direction. Terraphyte strains 1 through 4, no conclusive results. It says there's a chart that indicates more tests were intended, so Zurikowski was focused on terraphyte plants from the domes. Do you remember what a terraphyte is? It's okay, that wasn't a test sexual. Terraphytes don't contain flowers, but do have vascular systems. Good examples are ferns, and what are sometimes called horsetails. Important elements to Earth-like ecosystems. We need to complete Zurikowski's research so we can be sure our food systems are safe. Let's deal with these terrified plants. Analyzer is already hooked up, so let's return to the garden and find some specimens. I understand why it's not giving me as much freedom with this one, because we do need to be very back and forth between checking certain labs and then checking the garden. But I wish I had more freedom in this one, because I love just being able to explore these places. Since the analyzer is all set up, let's get to work. Find 3 samples of pterophytes and use the analyzer when you're done. Okay. You scanned some field horsetail. Good work. This is a pteridophyte. The fuck? They added 3 letters that we can use. Okay. Has it been pteridophyte this whole time when I've just not been reading it correctly? What the fuck? Have I been reading it wrong this entire time? Okay, cool. You've found a healthy patch of Cristodoferns. This is indeed a pteridophyte we can use to test. Good choice, because tree fern will make a good specimen. This scan will help us in our test. That's great, that should be all. That should be good enough. Use the portable analyzer to process the samples. Clicky-clacky fingers. I processed and received the data from the pteridophyte. Okay, plants you scanned. Here's the hair. Okay. Hopefully, this will help with our food supply issues. There's only one area left. Head to the East Lab and let's complete our mission. This has been a short day, and I think it's because I'm not, like, really able to freely explore much, but I don't know. It's been a short day. I'm probably gonna play through the next day as well. Okay. There are extensive notes quite neatly organized on another type of plant. These appear to be Matsuko Bradley, another geneticist, acadome. Like with her previous research, there is no real recorded success. Bradley wrote, despite large angiosperm sample population have not yet isolated toxin, Bradley was tasked with testing angiosperm species of plants. No, I don't know. I don't know. Just tell me. Bradley was narrowing her search to what the fuck? Deciduous plants? Goes with vascular systems and the goes with I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be an and there. If she was looking at angiosperms, there are likely samples such as trees, crops, and delicious plants in the garden. Deciduous, not delicious. I realized my mistake. Let's try a portable analyzer one last time. We can configure it for angiosperms and find some specimens to scan. I want to look at the rest of this room first. Oh, there's a data card. Fuck yeah. Okay. Fuck yeah. There's been so many disruptions since this all started. So many useful data has been rendered useless or inaccessible, especially since I lost contact with Colony V. That was a mess. If you can find the terminal that's still functioning cardboard, you might be able to read it. We did, in one of the rooms. I think it was the west one. Okay. I do want to check, before we go into the garden, I do want to check about this data card. Was it in, I want to say it was in the west one. I want to say, was it in the west one? Am I right? Yes, this looks correct. Check terminal. Shit, okay. Cool, never mind. It wasn't this one, I guess. Dance like hell to release of madness. Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls. High kicks. Okay. Reading the data card, now it's a bit slow since the terminal is in such poor repair. Success. The data card contains several research documents, backups that don't seem to pertain. There's a personal file here called... what was her name? Matuko? Bradley. We know it's her because of the name. It reads, research could be going better. Everyone's under the gun. Ashley's pushing harder each day. We know the stakes, but still she flexes her muscles. I get the sense that she has more than just survival riding on this new line of experiments. She has pride and a need to prove she was right. I don't really know to whom. It's to Leslie. Dale has been getting a little close lately. Sometimes I feel at ease when we do relax together, but then suddenly I'll feel as if I'm the experiment. He's sweet, but a little intense. He's an excellent geneticist, though. We need him now. We need him now more than ever. That was the end of the file. Okay, so sounds like he did have feelings for her, but it wasn't really reciprocated, is the vibe I'm getting from there. Or like, he kind of made her uncomfortable type deal. Okay. I just got water on the controller. You're gonna have to give me a second. Hold on. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. It's not like a horrific amount, but it's like more than ideal. You don't really want water on your controller at all, so give me a second. Okay. Let's find 3 samples of angiosperms and use the analyzer when you're done. So it's probably gonna involve... Yes, I get it. I fucking get it. Those berries and shit that we saw earlier. Knock a tree. Okay. That might be it, no? Oh, this is one. Right, you are. These fading stalks of maize are a bit old, but they should provide the angiosperm we can use. So, corn, I guess is what that is. Berries. Berry tree. Of course. Those are supposed to be apples? That's cute. Do berries even grow on trees? They grow in bushes, don't they? I look like a fucking idiot, but also those look like berries. Ripe with apples. The skin will help in our test. What's another one? Looks like Leslie was testing a few varieties. Thankfully, some beans have survived. This is indeed an angiosperm we can use to test. That should be enough. Use the portable processor. Analyzer. To process them. Excellent. I've got the data from the angiosperms. That's the last piece of data we needed. I can run a full suite of tests here now. I hope we have better success than the Agrodome's crew did. It might take me a few days to complete my simulations, but this is something. It's unfortunate that this facility was so greatly compromised. I only hope we can make use of the work going on here. Though I imagine that the garden must be a welcome change from the corridors of the colony. We must continue our work if we are able to escape. So, when you're ready, please head into the shuttle and come back home. Yeah, this was a very short day. This has been a very short day, and again, I do think it's because with going back and forth with the garden and everything, it had to be much more controlled by the AI rather than free roaming, so obviously there's less time spent just wandering around. But it was quite a short day. I think that's the shortest day we've had. Not including hologram segments, obviously. But I feel like... I don't know if that's like actually the shortest mission we've had, but it feels the shortest, I will say. The rest of them haven't really felt long, but like substantial, you know? And I dance like hell to release the madness. My goodness, that was quite a day. Well, you better get up here. Yep. So is the romance between... I've yet to get a straight answer on this. I even asked my dad because I know he played a little bit of it. That's why I have it. I didn't like just find this game. He had already bought it and played a little bit of it. But I think he said he didn't play the whole thing, but he didn't really know either. Good, the scan data will be extremely valuable. Also, sexual. Have you ever been to the mountains back on Earth? Why? It's not an unreasonable question, is it? I just have something fun in mind. In any case, I'm going to power down now and get working on today's data. I'll speak to you again later tonight. The fuck does that mean? Are we going on a mountain date with AI? That'd be cute. So many drones. Given its weird attachment to that one drone, I wonder if having all of these destroyed drones just, like, lying around kind of gets to them. The AI, I mean. Yeah, last time it gave me a different animation for going to bed. This Holosim chamber is ready for you now. Just head down when you're ready. Have a good evening. Thank you. And I dance like hell to release the madness. Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls. High kicks, high kicks. This is how we do it. Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls. High kicks, high kicks. This is how we do it. Alright, Leslie. You had a big falling out with your friend. Were you ever friends? Hello again, sexual. I'm just over here, trying out a few new strains of vegetables. What happened with you today? Not much, really. Oh, really? But you were at a research dome, weren't you? Surely you found something useful there. Yeah, but it was, like, really short. You know, that dome was my pride and joy, and my favorite place in the whole colony. I probably spent more time there than I should have, but I loved it so much. When those vines began to develop and ruin everything, yikes, the Agrodome's labs were thoroughly corrupted. It took a while longer before the research dome became affected. Without access to the main grow dome and its equipment, we were forced to use what we had on hand, but the vines hadn't reached the garden yet, and so we had a bit more time. But you saw it for yourself. I'm curious, did you find anything that might help with our mission? Team photo. Oh my, that is interesting. I remember this photo, but now that I see it again, the way Dale was looking at Mitsuko, right? Horny fucker. Anyways, Dale was such an incredible researcher. I think Hudson Cartier loved him for the position. He was so studious, so dedicated. They probably considered him pretty low maintenance, and, you know, to be perfectly frank, I never even considered he could express such an interest, let alone in a coworker. He just never let on. He was strictly about his work. Okay, so he seemed like an aromantic icon, but in reality, he was a whore. Is that what I'm to get from that? Okay. Mitsuko was beautiful. Leslie? Leslie, bi icon? Lesbian icon? Was this hello? Very smart. I guess she was the one that got through to him, woke him up, so to speak. I can't say I blame him for his affection. Leslie! Y'all are seeing this shit, right? You can't? Well, sure, a guy like him working day and night with a natural beauty like her. Even without the struts, it's only natural he would fall for her. Are we getting gay shit? I mean, we knew that Pierre and Jean were kinda... But this seems a lot more... like, straightforward, you know? Are we getting gay shit in this game? On Pride Month. It's Pride Month as well. Leslie! Plant research. Ah, I see. I can see the data you scanned now. So that's what we were up to in there. The biggest issue I remember was how difficult it was to get results fast enough. That was the main point of contention between Ashley and me. I was adamant that we needed proper protocols since we were essentially getting one last good chance to do something. She thought that speed was more important. You see, by the time we went to the research dome, our connection to the AI was tenuous. The atmospheric interference... That was a mouthful. Atmospheric interference. Say that shit 10 times fast. Yeah, fuck. Say that shit 10 times fast. The lack of power. We can only check in occasionally. Did you find anything else in the garden that might help us? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Despite our differences, I never wished her any harm. As I mentioned last time, we had our disagreements, but she was a damn good scientist, at least before we all got desperate. And while Ashley was a valuable member of the team, she was also very ambitious. I don't think I was very good at managing her, or her ambitions. You seem to be dealing with the pressure of this whole situation. Well, how do you do it? I just have to. I see, I guess that makes sense. You're all that's left, just you and the AI. You know, one thing about our team that I always noticed was that we were all so very different. Different kinds of families, very different personalities. We were like a garden in a way, our own little ecosystem. I don't know, maybe I was the problem. I could never create that balance that we needed to succeed. You really think so? That's awfully sweet of you. It just feels like I was the one who didn't make it all work, you know? Yeah, but the one person isn't solely responsible for a team not working out. It's kind of like a mix of everybody. And it also sounds like Ashley wasn't really liked by anybody except Arlo as well. So it's probably honestly more Ashley's fault for being such a... creative fun words, I shouldn't say. But listen, I actually have been meaning to ask you something. When you finally escape and get back home, what are you going to do? I don't fucking settle. I kind of want to stay up here. Wow, really? After all of this, you'd have the courage to join another colony effort? You really are something else. I think Hudson Cartier has rules about what happens to crews when they return, psych evals, debriefing, that sort of thing. And who knows what's changed since we've been gone. Public opinion, government regulation, all of it could affect colonization attempts, among other things. With our situation as it is, I wonder how much data they even have on what's happened. Perhaps almost nothing. After 16 years? Wow. It'll almost feel like you're returning from the dead. I'm sure so much will be different. Well, in the meantime, if you end up at the Agrodomes again, can you do me a little favor, since I won't be able to myself? Can you let me know if you find out what happened to Mitsuko and Dale, now that you've got me thinking about them? I mean, I can try. I understand. If you find time for it, it would really mean a lot, but I understand if you can't. I think it's probably time for you to get some rest, and for me to take some of this new information and get back to work on supplying your ship. It's nice to know that the simulated garden isn't the only bright point I have. Your visits, you're really what's keeping me going. We've had 2. We've interacted twice. What do you mean these visits are what's keeping you going? This is our 2nd time ever interacting. Leslie, girl, get it together. Until next time, sexual, please stay safe out there. Oh, I like the way you're sitting together. That's cute. Alright, let's go to bed. That's what the mask is. It's what the point of the mask. I have fucking Mask by Dream stuck in my head and I hate it. That's not a thing you want stuck in your head. I played it earlier, not even the whole thing, just a bit of it, to Za as a joke. As a fucking joke. I was like, oh, because it's a shitty song. It's just to annoy them, and now it's stuck in my head. God damn it. My hair is... I'm not vibing with it. You know? Not a vibe. Anyways, day 9! Woo! Let's do this shit. Good morning, sexual. Can you believe the week is almost over already? You've got one more mission this week, and I'm picking up readings of a storm again. You better come to the court. That's not good. Storm almost wrecked our shit last time. That's why there was, like, water and shit everywhere. There's only one more area you can visit today, and it's a good thing too, those storms are coming back around. Let's get this mission over with so you can return before it gets too bad out there. My projections don't look good. Solid, cool. Oh, we get to talk to Winnie again. Cause that's, we're going to the comms place, right? Yeah. I've been, like, kind of mapping it out so we would have her last, because, like, I love her, and it's, like, saving the best for last type thing, you know? It's like when you're eating, it's just normal behavior, it's like when you're eating and you make sure to eat your favorite thing on the plate last, so that you got to go last taste in your mouth. Is that normal? Do normal people do that? The signal tower normally handles all our deep space transmissions, but the rain must be affecting it because I can't The signal tower normally handles our deep space transmissions, but Garain must be affecting it because I can't detect that it works any longer. If we get the signal back in action, I thought we could try to use it differently to send a distress beacon to those shipping lanes I mentioned. When did you mention these? If it gets picked up, perhaps we'll stand a better chance of hitching a ride when we finally get the escape ship off the ground. Head to the top of the tower and see if you can find out what's going on with the transmission equipment. Okay. Nothing outside of note. Sunny is definitely being affected. I read unusual levels of dampness and corrosion there. Yikes. Fuck you. I wanted to go to the bottom floor, asshole. Wait, what? There's a thing. What is it letting me scan? Oh. It's a worn old repair handbook for telecommunications equipment. Many pages have been torn out and the book almost looks discarded. Have you ever repaired equipment such as the kind of this tower before? I don't see any reference in your records. Nope. I appreciate your honesty. I must admit, I almost wish you would have... Fuck you! I'm sorry, am I not the last remaining person on this colony who's, like, getting your shit together? Fuck you. In any case, we should probably focus on getting this tower's communication array functioning again. Asshole. That's the right floor. You should be able to see 3 terminals in there, as well as a 4th control station. Can you please check them out for me? I'm on it. I know you are. Fuck you. It has a stick up its ass this morning. This transmission terminal isn't functioning. It looks like it's tied to those 3 panels on that floor. Cool. This relay appears to be completely shut off. It's likely it was powered down automatically due to a failure or environmental breach, but it didn't reactivate. Perhaps there's a control panel that will help you activate it. Relay is operating, but it's stuck in some sort of command loop. It won't transmit correctly until it's rebooted. You should be able to find a control station that will let you hard reset this delay. This relay is functioning, but it's not sending a signal that we want. It's transmitting its previous codes. If you can find its control station, you can feed it our new distress signal and hope that we're heard. Well, now let's see what the issue is with these relays. Let's find each one's control station and get everything back on track. AI has a stick up its ass this morning, and I'm not fighting with it. Look at large cables. Snake all the way to the top of the tower from other floors below. Yeah, we saw that. The fuck? Detailed signal notes. It looks like a series of pages from that manual you found. They've been torn out, and notes have been written all over. The notes are complex. They look like various calculations regarding signal strength, positioning, distance, and other factors. My guess is that somebody was trying to figure out various ways of bouncing a signal from here for the best long-range results. Cool. Are we gonna learn about that, or? Found a control panel for the blue at the top floor. Yes. That was some spooky... Oh, that's where the wires. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. It needs a hard reset. You can push the heavy-duty power switch on... yes. Gonna do spooky shit again. Climb to the bottom floor. The fuck? Okay. Found another one of those pages. The story on it appears to continue again. Paul is shut down for a while, and closed off contact with Good Dark. I forgot about what Good Dark even is, but it's not that she turned him off specifically, but rather tuned him out. For days, she stewed over their conversation while going about her duties with the same mechanical precision as always. Wait, Good Dark was like a conversation or like a made-up story, right? Was it right? Was she giving up? There she was, trapped in her little castle until the bad weather forced her to abandon it and find a new one. Always on the move, never meeting another soul. Yeah, that was a good story. Who was writing the story? Was it Winnie or was it somebody else? But she was struggling, wasn't she? She was trying. How could she be giving up? But Paula thought long and hard about the conversation again. Regardless of the doubt she felt, Paula knew she couldn't give in to Good Dark's chiding and goading. She knew help wasn't coming, but she just couldn't accept defeat. Not yet. That's where this batch of pages ends. Okay. I completely forgot about that whole, like, story within the story type thing. Type deal. Oh shit. I'm worried. I wish I could offer more consolation, but this mission is very important. Please be careful as you continue. That... I was not vibing with that. Also, that looks like blood, or like rust or something. Okay. Wait, what's the master? Is this the master terminal? Not yet. I don't know what that means. Okay. Blue panel is functioning correctly now. Except we're running. Okay. Oh? Oh? Was that an explosion? Oh, shit! We blew up the fucking building! What? It blew up! What the hell? Okay, we're looking for anything useful in the debris. It said. Sorry I didn't read it aloud. I was kind of distracted by the fuckery of what just happened. Oh, I did not like that. Okay. This is one of the... That's one of the highly sophisticated system boards from the tower. Each one is like several powerful computers on a chip, but this one shows leaking transistors and all kinds of wear. If it was in this condition when we activated the tower switch, it could have backfired. Without seeing all of the options, however, I can't determine if this was the cause. Please keep looking. Is that why the building fucking exploded? Okay, so there's all sorts of directions we can go. So now we're like exploring, but outside. Yikes. Okay. I guess we'll head north. I don't like that weird intermittent cutscene. Okay. Wait, so there's... we need to continue east or continue south again. Okay. Faulty switch. That's one of the switching mechanisms from a tower. Maybe it's because of a blast, but it doesn't appear to be seated correctly. If this switch was compromised in some way, it could have caused a spark or unwanted current and caused the explosion. We can't be really sure. So please continue and keep an eye out. Cool, 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 cool. What is this? Whatever that component was, it was too heavily damaging the explosion for it to be of any use to us. Could it have caused the explosion? There's so many places to go. Are we seeing this shit? Continue north. Do we even know where the shuttle is? That could be a problem. Oh my god. Okay, hi. Good, you found a long-range radio booster from the tower. We're in luck it's intact, so I can make use of the scanned data to help us with the escape ship. You know, after the Rift event separated the two colonies, the storms made sending even radio signals very difficult. I think only Laurier... That's Winnie's last name, right? Laurier? Winnie was skilled enough to find a way to cut through interference. Even I couldn't do that. I suppose that sometimes human ingenuity is far more impressive than those of even the most advanced technologies. Maybe. Sometimes I just wonder if I hadn't been there, would everything have turned out differently. Anyways, we don't have time to unpack all of that. I should let you get on with your search. I shouldn't keep you out in that rain any longer than necessary. Now you just need to find 3 additional communication parts before you can come back home. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of North, I guess. Yeah, we can't head anywhere else. Okay, so it's not just letting us wander aimlessly forever. That is good to know. Short-range receiver. We're lucky if this receiver is intact. It could help immensely with boosting capabilities of the escape ship, so we aren't totally flying blind up there. Now you just need to find two additional communication parts before you can come back. Okay. Cool. There's nothing around here. That just leads back to where we've already been. This controller module gets barely kept together. It's like, if this was like this in a tower, it could have malfunctioned. The controller routed signals incorrectly. I suppose that could have caused the explosions. Well, it looks like any number of elements could have done it. Do you have any thoughts as to which might be the culprit? I don't fucking know. Probably a switch. That's certainly true. If a faulty switch caused a spark, it could set up a terrible reaction that resulted in an explosion. If we had more time, perhaps we could know for sure. Perhaps only Winnie could help us determine the most likely scenario. But that is a mystery for another day. Right now we should try to finish finding the salvageable parts. I agree. Let's shut the fuck up. How about we? Heat from the blast completely disfigured that hardware. You'll have to keep moving. Cool. Sexy. Love that for us. You found the tower's translation module. This will let us communicate regardless of language, even if translations are a bit off sometimes. Now you just need to find one additional communication part, and we can go. Okay. To continue east. Where haven't we checked yet? So we've gone north already, and we've checked out the west side. Is there more on the east side that we've missed? Because I feel like we just kind of came out of here. No? Okay, so there's nothing else east. What the fuck else have we missed? Continue north again, I guess. Oh, wait. There's more shit up here. Cool, okay. Deep space signal converter. It looks like a deep space signal converter survived the explosion amongst the other shit. I'll be able to use this now. You've found all the parts. We really have not had the best luck today. There isn't anything more. You can head here. Head north. West. I'll guide you back to the shuttle. Okay. No, this is not it. Okay. Try over that ridge and we'll eventually end up back at the shuttle. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Oh, we sliding. New animation. Cool. Tower E looks to be completely destroyed. You're fortunate to not be harmed. I suppose we both are. Well, there isn't anything more you can accomplish there. It'd be best if you returned home. Yeah, no shit. Let's leave. Return to Colony A. Zooming. We zooming back home. Was it Winnie who was writing that story about the dark, or was that somebody else? I genuinely cannot remember. It's so plot important that I want to say it was Winnie, but I'm also not 100% sure. Well done today. I know it wasn't easy. Please come to the core right away so we can process your findings. Okay. Yeah, there was a fucking explosion and I almost died. But, you know, we're chill. We're vibing. Okay. Okay, all the data you collected today is synced and ready to be worked on. You did well out there. Since you went to the comms relay, you'll be able to visit Winnie in the Holocene chamber tonight. You can retire to your quarters. Okay. It's basically the same message that it tells me every time I finish a mission. The fuck? Okay. I thought it said something else, like near the light or something. I'm like, what is this? Okay, mess. That was a fucking train wreck. When do we get the one again where we just, like, sit down on the bed? Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's visit, now. Let's visit Winnie. How's Winnie doing? How's our girl doing? Where is she? He bounces. He bounces. He bounces, and I love him for his bouncing abilities. He bounces. Okay, sorry. Wow. Oh, you came back. I'm glad. Sorry about that. I was just preoccupied with something and almost didn't notice you came in. I see. Yeah, but don't worry, I have time to talk, of course. The AI just has me focusing on running tests and simulations for your ship. I love her. I also feel bad for her, because, like, we learned in the last episode she was dealing with, like, a lot of mental illness and stuff, like anxiety and depression and shit. You know, I was actually thinking a bit more about what we spoke about last week, about when we all first came here and how difficult it was. And I just realized I spent all that time talking about myself. I didn't even ask you about it. So, what was it like for you when we all arrived here 16 years ago? I don't fucking know. I don't recall. Oh, I see. Well, 16 years is a long time. I think over time I just got used to being here by myself a lot, especially when I was stationed at the comms relay. Sometimes over the radios, I could hear what was going on with the other colonists. I could hear them get worse and worse. It was awful, and, well, I guess in a way I was lucky because I was alone, but I can't help but remember those terrible things I heard over radios. What the fuck did you hear over the radios? Wait. I'm curious now. I guess that's why I feel so strongly about finding out what happened to me and why I wanted to know your experience. Go on. No. I've said enough. Just having you here to listen to me, it means a lot. Okay. So here we are, moving on to another topic. There was one thing I wanted to ask you about. Can you guess what it is? Is it the pages? Oh, well, this is a surprise. So you did, so she did write it. Thanks for letting me know. It really does seem like I was having a hard time with these things, doesn't it? But, what's this one line? Paula knew she couldn't give in to the... Is this about her struggle with depression? Because, like I said, we learned she had that in the last one. I guess that's good, right? But Dark was right, she hit it to a mega. This story seems so helpless. She didn't know whether the Dark's criticisms held any merit, but time was running out. It sounds like she had difficulty coming to a decision. So strange to read words that you supposedly wrote but have no memory of writing. It doesn't feel like me anymore. The younger me was dealing with her situation, obviously, but I guess I'm dealing with something entirely different. In a way, we're different now. That's what I was saying! It wasn't this episode, but I was saying that, the AIs are kind of different people than... Or not AIs. The holograms are different people than who they're holograms of. Like, Jean, I think hologram Jean is a fucking cool dude, but I don't trust actual Jean, you know? This is difficult, but thank you for bringing these pages to me. In a way, they're helping me understand what I am a bit better. Well, since you're here, what else do you want to discuss? My scarf. Again with that scarf. Well, that wasn't exactly what I was getting at, but alright, let's talk about your scarf. You said last time it was warm, but really your suit should regulate all that. Then again, it's probably low in power and it's not as efficient as it should be. I don't think I've ever seen any other colonists wearing something like that. I mean, before. Where'd you get it? Where did I get it? Do we know where I got it? I'm just gonna say it was a gift. Oh, is that right? That's a very personal gift. Whoever gave it to you, they must have liked you very much. Anyways, I can see how it would be useful out there. You could wipe condensation off your helmet, patch up your suit with it, if you had to. Stuff like... Who gave us this? I feel like I have a vague memory of somebody giving it. Was it an AI? Did an AI give us... I don't fucking know. You know what? That gives me an idea, you know, about the comms tower. The array in that thing really was your best chance at sending a signal. But kind of like your scarf, maybe there's a simpler way to do what we need. Something that uses older tech that I can patch together. Okay. Comms tower. The comms tower! Oh, you mean Tower E? Well, that wasn't what I was thinking about, but sure, we can talk about it. What was you thinking about? That tower is much less habitable than the other one. It's like the space between two walls crammed with equipment and wiring, all necessary stuff, but pretty ugly. Wait, you look like I'm saying something stupid. Am I saying something stupid? What was going on with the tower? It blew up. What? That was my reaction too. Oh, I see. Something triggered some kind of explosion. Wow, that's really unfortunate. What could have possibly done that? What a terrible turn of events. Without that specialized array, you won't be able to get a distress signal far enough for Hudson Cartier back home to pick it up. Your equipment wasn't built for that. The quakes must have really destabilized it. You must have been thrown quite some way. That would explain why your suit looks even more dinged up. Well, I'm happy to see that you weren't injured, but I do wonder now, without that tower, how will you get a signal out? I don't fucking know. Well, I suppose that's why the AI chose to recreate me. I guess that's my job, isn't it? There must be other options, I'm sure of it. The problem is that Tower E was our best signal, but maybe we don't need our best? If there's another transponder or booster, we could at least get something into space. If we can't use the powerful antennas that were in Signal E, maybe we can patch a strong signal together by starting some weaker ones. Like I said before, there are redundant systems through the towers. If another part of the comms relay is accessible, there's still a chance at something. I'll give the AI some specific things to look for. That way it can guide you and hopefully you'll find some equipment. Thanks. You're welcome. I really do cherish these visits, you know. I mean, hologram or not, I feel better knowing I can help. But also, just so we get to talk. I like her. She's nice. Well, it seems like our time is up again. The AI needs its cycles to keep Colony A functioning, and to keep you safe, you know, until you manage to leave. I'm glad we had a spirited discussion, and I am sorry to hear about the tower. Until next time, I better keep working. However, if you find the next part of that story, please scan it so I can see. I know it's a lot to ask, but it would really help. Goodbye for now. So I say goodbye for now. I don't know for how long, but the time has come that we don't get along. So goodbye for now. I love that song. Anyways. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Go to sleep. So what's the setup for today? Are we gonna have another filler day like we did last time? We had like a sort of in between after finding all the places. Did you hear the storm again last night? No, sorry. Really? That is an impressive talent to have. In any case, the storm appears to be coming back around. We are likely to experience it again another 5 days ago. Come and see me in the course as soon as you can. We need to talk. Yikes. Every 5 days. That's what I said. That's what I said. We get a filler day every 5 days. That's what I'm getting. I think I know why they were asking about the mountains, because last time we had a filler day, they gave us a surprise, which was to be able to talk to one of the AIs on our own, and they sent us to Aurora Borealis. I'm wondering if they're gonna do that again, and also, where's my going? If they're going to do that again and it's going to be at some mountains. I'm wondering if that's the case. Okay, let's start with bad news. You're always so practical. The bad news is this recurring storm may make our eventual escape difficult. However, I crunched some numbers last night and I think it's time for some drastic steps. I want you to go to the terraforming fields today. Oh shit, we're going out somewhere. Okay, I don't think you've ever been there before. It's a glass installation that controls the ground and orbital terraforming units, and as of now it's still operational, but I think it's time to shut it down. The atmosphere is very unstable, and terraforming is only making it worse at this point. So when you're ready, please head to the shuttle bay, and plot a course to the terraforming fields. Are you sure? I'm afraid so. Don't worry, I'll be with you every step of the way. I thought we were gonna have a filler day. God damn it. I thought we were gonna have a free day. And there with this shit, we're going to terraforming fields. Must we? Fuck you. AI. Fuck you. Anyways. Oh, that's what that thing is. That's just been sitting there the whole time. I was wondering. Okay. So I'll say goodbye for now. Looks like a terraforming installation is still operating. It's a shame we need to shut it down. You can't see them through the clouds, but a series of high-powered nodes continuously orbit the planet, changing the atmosphere from above. Cute. While at the same time, this installation works on the ground and it helps us monitor processes and make adjustments. It's the most advanced system of its kind in Hudson Cartier's network, but we have to do what we came here to do. Head inside and look for the terminals you need shut down. I'll guide you. Cute. It's a long hallway. Okay. I don't like this place. According to the work logs, the last crew team to be there consisted of Superintendent Ryan Payton and Engineer David Afan. That's interesting. My records show that even though they were stationed here together frequently, they rarely got along. I'm noticing a lot of conflict in the Hudson Cartier program. I have a whole directory of complaints and incident reports. In any case, be careful in there. Looks like that installation is compromised. I'm reading nasty particulates in the air. Okay. Is there anything along the floor to look at? No. Guidance room. That room contains good guidance equipment which allowed the crew to manipulate the terraforming nodes orbiting the planet. Okay. You'll need to shut this down, I'm afraid. Cool. Is there anything useful in here, though? Yes. Cool. So shut that down. Is that all we're doing here? Okay. Wow. Okay, there's a lot happening here. That room contains the environmental equipment, which is how the crew kept track of terraforming progress beneath the surface. The equipment controls those huge cylinders you may have seen outside the installation. We have to shut this down. I want to look at these two first. That's Ryan. Okay. You've scanned the remains of terraforming Superintendent Ryan Payton. The scans reveal that he died from inhaling something poisonous. His lungs were affected by whatever toxins are in the air, likely substance from a dangerous atmosphere outside. What they were eating is what's getting me. Reclining at chairs, the limp corpse of terraforming engineer David Fan. His remains appear very withered. From a scan, I can make out that his vascular system was attacked by some kind of foreign body. It looks like those food remains are from a colorful cake of some kind. I can barely make out some lettering, but it reads, "Happy Birthday, David." It appears Superintendent Payton and Engineer Fan both died in the same way. For them, it would have been like going to sleep. Perhaps this little meeting was a way for them to resolve their differences before the end. How tragic. That is kind of fucking sad. Shit, okay. Like they were just solving things and they both died of some sort of like fungus type thing. Yikes. Are you going to turn off the main system? Yes. Is that all I needed to do? Okay. Yeah, I guess so it was kind of a filler day. Hold on. Sorry, I was getting distracted by something with the sprites. So I was kind of right. Like, we still did go on a mission, but that was a very short mission. I'm guessing we're gonna have the same sort of filler thing if it's at the mountains. I fucking told you. Hello? Okay, please come see me as usual. I like to talk to you about something. Okay. Cool. I'm about to get yelled at, I'm sure. I'm glad the AI no longer has a stick all the way up its ass. That was annoying. When it was being an asshole to me earlier. Okay, we got out of the way. We can get back to finding what we need for that escape ship, but today we shouldn't head out anymore. We've got weather being what it is, and I think you need a bit of a break. So I prepared another special simulation for you in the Hollow Sim Chamber. Oh, I do hope you like it. This one took quite a while to put together. I'll call on you tonight when the simulation is good to go. With whom would you like to spend it with? What are options? Pierre, Leslie. I want to say Winnie, but we just talked to her. I'm stuck between Jean and Winnie. Because I don't really like Jean, but we were having an interesting conversation last time. I'm gonna go with Winnie. Okay. I feel kind of bad for, like, neglecting the ogres, but she's my favorite. Sue me. I don't know. Okay. Cool. Sexual. It's time. That'll never not be amusing to me. The simulation for tonight is ready. The storm outside appears to have subsided somewhat, so I hope it will be stable. I really think you're going to enjoy this. It's gonna be the mountains, isn't it? I'm gonna see some fucking mountains. It's gonna be some mountains. I already know it. Wow. Are they on a mountain? Are we on a mountain? Yeah, we're on a mountain. I fucking called it. Okay. You see the way they look stacked like a bunch of discs in a pile? There are a few reasons for that. Air moves in... Oh my god, we're getting a lesson on clouds. She's info dumping about clouds. I love her. But also, what the fuck? Air moves over an area like this mountain, fucking called it, and sort of condenses in place. And then more air comes in and does the same. Come to think of it, didn't the AI ask us about Aurora Borealis at some point early on in the game? That makes sense, okay. And so the air comes in and settles like that, forming the stack of clouds. It's pretty neat. There's one thing lenticular clouds do that others clouds don't, though. Do they change color, stay in place, or make sounds? Let's say stay still. That's right. Because the other two seem fucking silly. Because of how they're formed, they don't move along like other clouds do. Good job. Anyways, I just got excited. I thought it would be fun to quiz you. We're in here thinking about work so much, sometimes even our minds wander. She has a hyperfixation on clouds, and I find that adorable. So I know what you had to do today. The AI had you shut down. What do you think about that? Makes sense. I suppose it does. If the AI thinks it's the only way to prepare you for your departure, then that's what had to be done, I guess. Anyway, we covered some pretty heavy ground last week when we met. I've been thinking about it ever since. We met yesterday. We met up yesterday. So, how do you do it? When things get this bad and it's like the walls are closing in, I just get so paralyzed, you know? I just go on. I see. I guess, well, honestly, I'm feeling more and more anxiety about all of this, and the longer I'm around. I still don't know what happened to, you know, the real me, and the pressure of trying to get the shit fixed, and you prepared, well, the feeling of panic, the weight of it all, it feels oddly familiar, and it worries me. It makes me wonder what you'll find out there. It feels oddly familiar because you have an anxiety disorder, as we established in the previous episode. I guess I was just hoping I could learn from you so I could deal with it better. Is that foolish? No? I appreciate you saying so, and actually, may I ask you a question? These HoloSim programs, as beautiful as they are, they're like an escape. They were meant to make living out here more bearable. We just seem to spend a lot of time on escaping. Even coming out of here to this planet, I think for some of us, that was like running away. You can start fresh on a colony, everybody begins at the same point, you know? So, I've never asked you, what were you before you came to this colony with everybody else? What was I? I get to choose my character's backstory. All of those sound fucking boring. I'm gonna say scientist, because I feel like it's the most isolated. Like, I feel like with an engineer, you kind of have to work with a lot of people, and as a manager, you're managing a bunch of people, and I'm just not good with people, so I'm gonna say scientist. Hudson Carter employed so many top scientists. You must have been the best in your field to get their attention. No. Well, being up here, you can forget all that. I suppose, that's sort of the point, is crisp air, got beautiful sky. I guess sometimes I wish we could just be like this forever, you know? I wish we were all just okay, we could just watch the sky and quit worrying. I wish William could see this too. I suppose he's at peace now, at least, but I wish this didn't have to happen. Well, listen, Sexual, maybe now isn't the best time, but I was thinking, well, given everything, I wish we could have known each other before all this, you know, in better times. Do you ever feel like that way? Sure. That's so great to hear, and I'm glad we've got to spend more time together this week. I've been thinking about you a lot. And anyway, it's probably time for you to get going. I hope we get to see each other again soon. Good night. Again, for now, Sexual. She's sweet. I feel a romantic thing building there, and I don't like it I want us to be friends because, like, she's nice and I would love her as a friend, but the idea of romance is stressful to me. This is why aromantic people should not play these types of games. I'm only half joking. Anyways, let's... What the fuck? Sorry. Let's go to bed. Can we just sit down? We don't get any animation for going to bed that night. Okay. Okay, I do think I am going to end it for now. Hello? Okay, I'm going to end it for now. Quit title screen. Yes, okay. Alright. I'll see you all next time when I'm probably going to be playing this again. Probably going to just keep playing this game until I'm done with it. I'm probably going to move on to something else. Maybe I'll finish Ellen. You never know. Goodbye.